Welcome back to the Crude Project, everyone. I'm here with Ant and Kevin the 2 Cent, and as always, we've got a great episode for you guys. And
Idaho, Idaho, we're all screwed, yo.
before we get to the topic about Idaho,
Yeah, you are.
that's such a setup. There's no way way around it. You
It's
can't
just-
avoid it.
It sounded better in my head. All right,
Anyways,
let's just-
before we get to that, if you guys enjoy the content that we share, please like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go over to our Spotify channel, leave us a review, follow us on Spotify for a great commute listen. And that little bit out of the way, let's dive into this.
dive right on in. So, just to cut right to the chase, and we're going to get a little bit involved with this one, but currently the government of Idaho has shut down the water supply to 500,000 acres of farmland and ordered farmers to shut down water wells, the use of water, and all of that's going to actually start going to something else that we're going
Right.
to dive into.
Yeah. So rumors are right, and there were some people that were doing some investigation into this. So there's credible sources for this.
Mhm.
They've confirmed that. What's the company name? How do you pronounce that?
Jervis.
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 It's not Jerva.
No, it's
Alright.
Jervis. Yeah,
So
Jervis.
Jervis is the company that is going to start a massive mining for cobalt
in
in
Idaho.
Idaho.
I didn't even know we had cobalt like that in Idaho.
Okay. So here's the thing. A lot of people do. Well, let me rephrase that. A lot of people look towards other places for materials, resources, and not inwards. Remember, we mentioned how we get a lot of our copper and nickel from
Outsource.
Yeah, well, we get it from imported from other countries. One of the biggest importers would be Russia. Janet Yellen was talking about Secretary of U.S. Treasury. Janet Yellen was talking about how she wants to ban that the import of copper and nickel from Russia now. So my point about that is basically we're always trying to get these resources from other countries, but not always trying to get it from within our own country. I mean, our country is pretty massive, right? Look at the landmass that we have with Alaska and then the states combined,
Right.
the main landmass. So we have plenty of land that we could, if we wanted to, we could probably get those resources here. I mean, granted, maybe it would be better if we don't touch our stuff just yet. I mean, save. It's the thing about like save your stuff for last kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what their goal is. But I don't doubt that we don't have. I don't doubt that we have cobalt mines, copper, nickel, diamond, whatever. All the natural resources. I don't doubt that we don't have an abundance of that, or at least a good amount of it here that we can start drilling and getting it from here, from our own land.
Right.
So we have plenty of mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, the Rocky Mountains. I mean, we have plenty of landmass that could contain all of that. So I don't necessarily find that too surprising that they want to start drilling for cobalt in Idaho. There's plenty of mountains over there.
But the thing is, so it's more or less not that they're drilling for it. It's rather more or less of how they went about it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know how to actually mine cobalt. You evidently need a very large amount of
Water.
And with that in light of now a cobalt mine coming to Idaho,
Yeah.
and they've just cut off water to nothing other than farmland.
Yeah.
So now we are off trading farmland, which Idaho, we're talking about what do they call it? The breadbasket?
The breadbasket.
The breadbasket of the U.S.
The breadbasket of U.S. is supposed to be Idaho, I believe. Yeah.
or either way in the Midwest, there's 500,000 acres of farmland.
Mm-hmm.
You're just no water. We're going to use it to mine cobalt. Cobalt, for those who also don't know, is used to make computer chips. It's one of the biggest sources for batteries, computer chips,
I mean, your iPhone.
iPhone.
I mean, yeah.
A lot of electronics use cobalt for the creation of those things.
Yeah.
So we're off trading electronics for basic food.
For food, which is absolutely insane.
That's crazy.
Do we have the stats for how much Idaho is producing for the U.S.?
Oh,
Do you have it up?
Mhm.
All right. So there's a quick little stat for the people that want to look into this. So
they're not turning off all of Idaho, but
But
500,000 acres.
Yeah.
That's
That's
going to
a-
plummet.
It is gonna plummet. And
Imagine when your eggs are now going to be $20 a carton because
Bro,
now we
we-
want more computer
that's
chips.
the thing. We already have a high grocery price, high food price, and inflation is through the roof right now, right? It's crazy. We mentioned Janet Yellen, right? She put out a statement not too long ago that's saying that inflation is at a normal state, at a normal place. Like what? Delusional people. So, yeah, I mean, it's gonna hurt. Like you see those numbers, 32% overall. It's gonna hurt people.
A lot.
It's
People who are already
32%.
struggling now. People are even calling groceries now not even a requirement. It's like a what am I looking for? The word's like a not
what
a
was it? A
gift.
luxury?
A luxury. Yes. Jeez, I couldn't think of that word. A
Yeah.
luxury. People are saying groceries are a luxury now.
Yeah, we mentioned how like going to like fast food places are considered like luxury now, and
Even
that's
that.
that's wild. So when I heard about this, I could not fathom it. Honestly, I was like, this is insane because this is not just happening in Idaho. Apparently, this is happening globally as well. We just don't hear about it because not a lot of people share it. There's not when people talk about it, it kind of goes shadow banned. Like a lot of the stuff that we share here are informative. We get shadow banned for it. So if you like what we share it to 1, 2, 3, 4, and spread the word.
Spread the word. But to even put better on
Yeah.
this situation,
Yeah.
not only are we taking water for cobalt mine,
Yeah.
the money that they got to open the cobalt mine came from a shady place. And then on top of that, Micron got a deal to then make chips from the cobalt in Idaho that we took the water supply from the farmers to make the mine.
Yep.
So if you followed all of that, that was
and then there's some people that say how follow the money, right?
yeah. Explain where the money came from.
Yeah, when you follow the money, our government loves to just hand out money, right? So apparently, we're sending out money to Ukraine, and the money apparently gets funneled back into projects like this for cobalt mining.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, you heard right. Portion of the money we gave to Ukraine
Yeah,
got funneled back. How much was it? Was like 15 million?
yeah,
15
about that
million
much.
was then shelled out to Jarvis or
Mhm.
Jervis
Jervis, whatever.
to then start it.
How do you do they have a website for that? Jarvis, the company that's doing the mining.
I already
Yeah.
pulled it up in the beginning when you
Oh, was
mentioned
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys can see. I don't know how
Yeah.
it's hard to pronounce it, let alone so you guys can see the company that is now depriving you of food, essentially.
Essentially, yeah. I
And-
mean, it's
Micron even got a deal. So the 15 million goes to Jervis.
yeah.
They start the mining. Then a handful of money was given to Micron in a deal
Yeah.
to then make chips. And
To
people are
start
like,
producing the chips.
well, what is this? Why is this more important?
And-
What are these chips for? Because I knew a couple of years ago we had a shortage on chips. Remember when like cars weren't selling
That's true.
and they couldn't make? So is this like to try and bring that back up?
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah. Well, let's connect dots here. What's going on with Taiwan? We're not getting enough chips from Taiwan, and right now, China is trying to take Taiwan back. They're putting a lot of blockades and sanctions on them. So that's hurting us. So U.S. is trying to find an alternative, and that alternative is, well, let's block some farmlands, let's ruin some farmlands, and instead let's produce it here. But
If that was the play, why not just say that, right?
yeah,
But instead, we're going in. So farmers are literally
I'll
being
tell
told.
you why.
They're told something else.
Well, the thing is, man, it's a lot more deeper than that. It's a lot more. There's a lot more shady stuff that's happening with that, and there's bigger plots. Hence why this is happening globally, like the farms being attacked globally, not just here.
They want a food shortage.
Yes, they do. So it is the powers that be, the cabals, are just scheming behind in the shadows, and they're trying to cut food. They're trying to make food shortages. I don't want to go down the whole dark path of this, but y'all can guess where I'm going with
I mean,
this.
it's already pretty bad as it is. I mean, you see 32% of all food comes from a specific area, and now you're going to cut that potentially
yeah.
in half. Who knows? I don't know the statistics of exactly how much farmland is in Idaho at a whole, but you're going to cut 500,000. I mean, I can
a
see
majority of our
that number
potatoes
going
are
down.
coming from there, right?
Yeah.
Like, and the other thing is, this is supposed to be in effect. What was it? It was introduced May 31st of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And
That was the water shut off.
That's the water shut off. Sorry. Yeah. So May 31st, they were ordered to cut the water. And June 21st, the company Jervis is going to start drilling. What was it? 24/7?
24/7.
24/7. They're supposed to be drilling.
With water. They need water.
Yeah, they need, apparently for cobalt mining, you need a lot of water. That is the purpose. And they're not telling farmers that. They're telling them something completely different, hiding the fact that they're trying to drill for cobalt mining.
I think they made up the lie that there's not enough water. Like they're going to run into a shortage, so they're telling them
Exactly.
to stop. But they had evidently a good amount of rain during the spring.
Exactly,
So that
and that
couldn't have
they
been
don't
the
have
case.
enough natural aquifers and this and that, and so they're giving them the excuse of water is drying up, and so we're trying to basically reserve water. We're trying to save up water,
And then now we're
So-
going to have a cobalt mine running 24/7
using all of that water.
ample amount of water that's probably going to have to go through various forms of decament. What the?
We trying to say right now?
It's got stuff in it. It's got contaminants. Take them out.
Yeah.
Decontaminate. Good Lord.
Decontamination. Yeah.
Start drooling or something.
All right.
Oh no.
Mitch, come back, Mitch.
Yeah, to decontaminate that water, because
Yeah.
you're gonna have all sorts of chemicals of like cobalt heavy in it. I mean, you can't. There's even effects that cobalt will put on somebody's body. Like I don't know the exact effects of it to my mind, but like I think it like gives you like weird forms of anxiety
Yeah,
or
anxiety.
I mean, it could just kill you. Like it gets on your hands and it can do like certain damage. I want to say brain damage, but I don't think that's
Neurological damage.
there's something like that.
Yeah. It will have some sort of neurological damage to you, and radiation damage. You're going to develop autoimmune diseases from it, and also for different forms of cancer.
Now, the real crazy part is going to see the working conditions in Idaho opposed to what we as a U.S. companies
Yeah,
put other nations through.
that's true.
Because if you've never seen what a cobalt mine looks like in other nations,
Like Africa.
I tell you, you should go look at that. You should look and see what kids that are building all of your technology, which granted we use it every day.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still don't say that's a good, but unfortunately I guess what you say,
Like when they build your batteries, right?
yeah,
Right.
Or your electric cars.
Yeah, exactly.
all
Do you-
that's at cobalt. And I
Yeah.
would love to see what our working conditions in Idaho.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm guarantee it's going to be They're paid top notch.
Yeah.
They're going to be like top of the line suits. It's probably just going to be some guy with an electric like toy drill drone that's going to just
Who
drill
knows?
through the
Yeah,
earth.
they're probably gonna drill all of that with machine, and they're not even gonna use like humans to be doing hands-on stuff on there. No, I'm pretty sure they're not. And also to be using all of that expensive equipment, they need more money, and hence funneling more of that so-called Ukraine aid money or Israel aid money. That's gonna be funneling back to those type of projects.
That's
Mark my
crazy.
word.
That's crazy to say that we need, and it was for like their financial situation for Ukraine,
Right.
To like help rebuild their economic status.
Yeah.
And we just turned around and said, well, we're just going to mine cobalt here and cut off our water. Now, those chips, I guarantee those chips are probably going to be for military service things.
Of course. I mean,
we're probably going to see a portion of some of these for some things we need.
what was
but-
it? 920
Billion?
billion
Yeah.
towards
900
military
Or
spending.
was it 990?
Was it 990?
It was 900
I think
something.
it's like 980.
Something like that. Okay,
It's a
well,
huge
whatever.
amount.
We'll call it a trillion, okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much a
$1
trillion.
trillion this year for military spending. And I guarantee where the majority of these chips are going to go. And,
Yeah.
it'd be one thing. We're not going to agree with it if it's going for more military chipsets for obvious reasons that are probably not necessary. Needing
Yeah.
a strong military is a thing. If we didn't exactly put our nose in places we didn't belong, that's a whole nother situation.
Yeah, like
but
the,
the way they're doing it, right? To tell us there's a shortage, oh, there's not enough this, we got to do like that, we got to save it here, we got to stop with this, and then put a freaking mine in the same state, dog. That is so much of a slap in the face to literally tell you there's not enough water right here. And then you literally turn around and you're like, what is that?
At a time where everything is supposed to be growing right now and harvest is right upon people.
That's true. That is literally
So
killing a harvest
Yeah.
at its
so
peak.
this harvest season for them is going to be just detrimental.
Next, I would say probably this winter.
Yeah.
This winter coming into next spring
Imagine the food prices then.
is going to be horrendous. Telling you now, it is going to be bad. And the worst part is, what are you gonna? Oh, go to the store now, Brett. It's gonna be. You will not know. It'll be too late before you see the prices that are that bad. You're not gonna be able to catch it, more or less.
Yeah, and the thing that you mentioned about poking our noses elsewhere, right? And the money that we're spending on military spending and all that. I can't help but connect the dots with the Cuban waters, with Russian ships that's sitting there, allegedly not containing any nuclear warheads or whatever on those subs. And then also with us, apparently there was this recent news that came out about, I don't know if you heard it, Crimea.
Oh yeah, we attacked
It
very
w-
civilian areas.
So Russia claimed that U.S., NATO, and Ukraine deliberately targeted the beaches where there is no military personnel, equipment, bases over there. It was just civilians. They deliberately targeted that area and they attacked them, and therefore resulting in over 120 injuries and around 30 people, around 30 that were dead, and among them were definitely children. Dead and injured. So, and then, they put out a statement saying that, again, I know they've put out, threats that this will not go unanswered, severe consequences, this and that. But we'll see what happens. It's not a good look. And now with this, like, you guys have to start connecting dots. Military ships over there, cobalt mines, chips, probably for the military, $1 trillion military spending. We're poking the bears again and again, provoking them. We might have a global event in our hands soon enough. Who knows?
I don't know. Depending, it looks like they're kind of trying to get ready, especially because they got a new deal cut with Micron
Yeah.
for here to make chips, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
It's gonna be a rough winter. It's gonna be a rough next summer. I'm glad I'm over the age of 26.
right.
I got 2 bad knees. You know,
yeah, your meniscus is always.
I got schizophrenia. You know, I can't go. I can't go. You know what I mean?
You're not passing that medical test at all.
Nope, not here. Not with these 2 bad
You
boys.
and me both, buddy.
Yep.
2 bad meniscus over here.
Golly, dude, I couldn't run a mile if you paid me.
You know what else I came across, bro?
Yeah.
So apparently, there was this recent news about there's a bill that's in motion, and it was introduced by Kev. Do you remember? Oh, hold on, Senator Mark Warner.
What a great
Virginia.
guy. We love him here.
Well,
We
Senator
absolutely
Mark
love
Warner
Mark Warner.
of Virginia. It's called Terrorist Prevention Act, right? So this is
Or
in
it's the-
motion.
Hold on, it's the Terrorist Prevention Medical or Financial Act or something like that.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, so it's specifically for finances or something like that, right?
So this is in motion, and it is supposed to go through Senate, the House of Representatives, and Congress to be signed, passed, and this will give the president singular control and power over all digital assets. That means crypto, online banking, bonds of various sorts, right? All of that, the president will have the singular power to block it at will anytime if he wants to. He'll call your bank and just be like, well, he'll just name the banks and just be like, that's it. No more transactions. And you know,
you at work seeing your bank come across the TV,
Yeah.
blocked.
bro, you know what? Yeah.
Wait.
You have that. Is that up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was announced on Monday. So
That's a lot to read. Guys, go ahead and read.
Yeah, if
pause
you guys
it,
want to pause
read
it,
that.
read through that, by all means, yeah, go ahead. But this was, I was like, what the hell is this, bro? Like, seriously? So now, I mean, looks like food is under attack, right?
Yeah.
High inflation and all that shit. It just looks like our way of living is deteriorating
Very
bit
quick.
by bit.
It was
Like,
bit by bit in
it's one
2020.
yeah,
Now it's like
It's one after the other. It's one after the other. And then now potentially we can have our financial
assets just
yeah,
stripped
just stripped from
like
us.
that.
Yeah. So
And of all people, Biden, seriously.
yeah, bro, like it's wild. And then
Somebody had to say it, all right? Somebody had to say it.
and I couldn't help but remember what Kev said about making that correlation with what happened with the Canadian truckers. Remember?
This is so much a 1-for-1 in that scenario.
Yeah, the Canadian truckers, how all of their bank accounts got blocked like that.
Yeah.
This could be the same scenario with us, with millions of Americans here. Your bank accounts, your assets can be frozen, could be blocked.
You
with
start
this.
to push against the resistance
Yeah.
of what's going on. You don't like the food prices. You guys start to protest. And all of a sudden you go home and locked.
So
It's going to be, well,
things are getting crazy.
it's getting crazy. Yeah.
This election year, I mean, like isn't it like almost, if it's not on a daily basis, almost on a weekly basis, there's something new every time. That's
It's-
worrisome.
It's getting worse as election year comes around. Like I said, this election year is going to be bananas. It's going to be bonkers. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
And I just, I'd like to hope after this one, maybe they get it out of their system. But I got a feeling it's just, sorry for the sad and sorrow, but it's a calm before the storm.
I honestly think so as well. And election is close, and I feel like the closer we get to election, the crazier the situation is going to get.
Yeah.
The crazier things are going to get. So again, we're mentioning it here, just prepare. Just be prepared, and if you don't want to, you don't want to. It's up to you, but just some friendly advice, I guess. And then one other thing, going into effect July 1st. It is now considered a felony for gun owners
Mm-hmm.
to risk the potential of children having access to guns.
Hmm?
So let me put it to you.
What?
Let me put it to you simply, okay?
Okay.
So if you are a gun owner,
Uh-huh.
it is now going to be considered a felony if by some chance the children in your household or any children that happens to be at your house
Uh-huh.
get their hands on your weapons some way or shape or form. It is considered a felony.
Okay. So let me play a little two sides
Yeah,
here.
there's a lot to unpack there with that too, and I'm just like, how does that work in so many different scenarios?
Yeah, how does that who's calling? How do they figure now on the form of an accident of, let's say, somehow there's a child in the home and it gets a hold of it, and then something happens and it's a fatal accident of some form or fashion, and they investigate it. I could see that's in some way, yeah, that's a complex situation, but you could say either bad parenting in some way, poor gun ownership in another way.
Right.
That's a can of worms to try and open a situation, because it could be like, whose kid was it? Whose parent? Where were they?
Mm-hmm.
How was it? Where was it harbored at? Where was it put? Was it easily accessible? Was it loaded? Was it should have been loaded? And there's a lot of things about that. Some people have a lot of their own firearms loaded at times. Some's not. Your everyday carry sometimes. But that's like, let's say that you have some family friends over, or somebody brings a friend over and there's a kid, and you have your brand new build. Oh, you got a spear, 300 blackout spear. God, I want one. And they're just and it's sitting up on the wall, beautiful tan looking color.
Yeah.
It's looking great. You got a silencer finally. You got your tax stamp. Yeah, it's looking nice.
He's drooling over this right now.
Vortex sight sitting on top of it. Everything is looking great, and the kid can almost reach up and touch it. And the friend, now your family friend, or whoever randomly calls the police. Now you're a felon. Is that like the?
I'll give you a better one.
Oh.
Or what if you are trying to show your son, your daughter, how to shoot?
Yeah, actually, hold on. Yeah, wait a minute. So, does that mean kids can't touch guns?
There's a lot. Exactly. So it's with this, like,
It sounds like a trap.
It's such a trap, bro. It's such a trap.
Does
I feel like this.
Can you hold on? Let me reread this one more time. Having access. Okay.
Yeah.
So if verbatim meaning having access,
Mm-hmm.
would that mean literally the ability at any given time to acquire? So unless it's locked behind like
A
2
safe
volts
or-
and a
yeah.
safe and under a passcode with a retina scan, you're now a felon. So that means you cannot have a readily available firearm at a time of an intruder.
I guess so.
Now you need a fingerprint scan, and people be like, "Well, they're not that quick." You be in that situation, and now it's a problem, right?
Yeah.
When you need something that is ready to go, a bedside old shotty
Yeah.
ain't never failed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm telling you, dude. That Glock of chew be aiming at you. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the night, that flashlight kick on. That I feel this is very much a trap, and you know what I think?
Yeah.
You remember how the ATF was doing those no-knock warrants and stuff
Yes.
like that?
Yes.
I feel this is going to start to, the ATF's going to smell that. They're going to smell it and be like, we need to do inspections.
Yep.
I can see that shotgun from here. A child could reach that. You're a felon. Guess what? Now you don't have any guns.
Yep.
This is a ploy. I'm going to call it, hey, call me a conspiracy theorist if you want. This is a ploy to get rid of gun owners.
Yep.
This is a ploy in
It's
some
no
way.
longer a conspiracy. That's true. That's what they're doing.
Brody. Yes. And I'll double on that, right?
Double down it.
So remember the law that was passed for the FISA bill that was passed?
Yeah.
Warrantless search.
Yep.
Warrantless.
They're just
They
gonna
don't even
show
have
up.
to tell you. They just show up.
They just show
and
up.
They can search and they can see anything that doesn't meet their expectations, and boom.
Now you're a felon. Do you even have to have kids?
I think
It's
it's built like
children. It literally just says potential risk of children having access.
it's the same old
not-
song and dance. They make a broad law which can be interpreted. many
That's
different
wild.
ways.
I mean, what if I don't even have kids? Now it's saying, what? How tall are kids?
Yeah.
I've seen kids taller than me. Now what? Now what do I got to do? What? I got to put it in the attic. I got to put it in a safe in the attic. Retina scan. I got to have a passcode for the door to come down for the attic.
Bro, you
It
got
should be like, remember that Family Guy episode where he went to go look at the porn magazine and he was like all the way into the house and everything. This was me. It's gonna be I'm just same time, mister.
bro.
Yeah, it's me again. And I'm walking down. Grab it. I go back up. Everyone's dead. The robbers took everything. I don't even have a couch.
Yeah.
God damn it. And then the ATF sees a gun on the ground. Felon. Now I'm a felon. Now I don't have a house and I'm a felon.
I honestly find this really, really crazy. Like,
It's-
this is literally a setup. Like, there's no way around it. It's literally a setup, to be honest.
This is the thing
It's a
that
ploy.
gets the people who are anti-gun
Yeah.
more on that bandwagon because
Yeah.
they're like, yes, we need to protect your kids. Be like, you don't understand what this means.
But what
don't
if
see
that's their point?
Of course it's what their
what
point
if
is.
that's the, but here's the thing. What if that's what they're trying to do? They're trying to provoke a reaction from gun owners so that they can now pass even harsher laws and say, well, you see,
Of
this
course.
person does not deserve a gun.
That's what
Look
it
how
always is.
violent they are.
It's always what it is. It's always a to provoke a reaction, but either way, that's a move. That's a strong move because it's so vague. It sounds great to people who are going to be like, yeah, we need to protect our kids. Be like, you're not reading between the lines on this.
Yeah.
You are not seeing the fine print of what this means. When the day, and I hope it never comes, when it or if it ever did, right, of like the whole Civil War, the
Right.
movie,
Yeah.
you are going to be wishing, you're going to be standing in a corner with a can opener thinking you're going to do something with it.
Right. All right, guys. Technical difficulties, but we're back. So, anyways, what were we saying? We were saying,
This is pretty much a ploy.
basically, yeah, it's a setup. This is a setup. But you know what? I want to wrap it up. But one other thing I want to wrap up with.
Yeah.
Also going into effect this July 1st, the law that you cannot declaw your cats anymore.
Wow.
That is also considered illegal and you can be punished by law.
Let's go. Wow. A little bit of light from the tunnel. How about that, huh?
So no declawing your cats unless you want to go to jail.
Look at that. A little bit of light from the tunnel. I like that. You know, end with a real positive note. You're going to be hungry and maybe
Dude.
going to war next year, but your cat's happy.
Brody, I had no idea like what declawing cat, like the severity of it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think it's actually really, I think it's actually a pretty good law. Like, you should never declaw your cats. Like, if you have to, you shouldn't own a cat. That's just my personal thing.
I agree.
But-
Like you're already like, the thing is like, yeah, groom them, trim it, but to declaw the cat, that's animal abuse in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Even trimming them, I think, is not, for a cat, is not the best. Because of, I don't know, I'm not really big into, like, a deep cat person, but I think
Yeah.
it's also not the big, like, they get scratching posts because
Yeah.
they, like, need to or something like that. I don't think it actually trims them themselves, but, yeah, I would never declaw a cat. Like, if a cat was a problem, I would have to just maybe rehome it or something. Because
soft paws.
yeah, if you declaw them, they lose all their defensive abilities. Kitty cat, purr.
Oh no.
Yo, I'll never forget that.
Bro, it's been a minute since you did that.
Yeah, that softball team, dude, they were really with it, man. They were all about it. That's a throwback. But all right,
Oh,
let's go ahead and
man.
wrap it up for this camera turns off again.
All right, sounds good. Let's wrap it up. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the content that we shared today, if you got any value from it, if it was informative for you, please share the content to all your friends, family, and keep them informed with everything that we've shared as well. Go over to our Spotify channel, follow us for a great commute listen, leave us a review over there. And with that being said, we will see you guys on the next one.
Kitty cat, purr.
Oh no.